most venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from Florida State.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy early, or still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Ready? Back to 60.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Fights through and now a crease. Still going. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, 15.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on third down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready, cut 19, 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Number 88.
2nd down and 4.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Move it, 19.
33-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Klein. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now here's Mahomes. He juked him. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
To the right side and caught by Dell. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. The Broncos offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 12.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Broncos first down. A gain of 15. And the Broncos first
60
down.
Vikings, 60 Vikings. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Toss to Harvey, running right. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Looked like an issue with a snap, and he pulled it wide left. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. A short throw there to Strange. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And the Broncos are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
The 2-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So halftime straight ahead. It is halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick completion here to Johnson. The gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
5 yards picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Carter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Bobby, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mahomes will do it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
39-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, it's Harvey. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Klein.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
65 catch.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on, come on. Bronco, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Warriors 70.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is caught by Bryant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Mahomes to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And Andrew moved, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now Patrick going to change the play. In motion, the tight end. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the gun, it's Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll run here with Pacheco. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught. Now they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point by Buckers on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
42. Chiefs 21.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
3rd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Chiefs. First down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Broncos 42. Chiefs.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long, and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can